Manny, who is our 11-year-old viewer. He's in 5th grade. Manny wants to know, AJ, why his broker has a hard time with positions he is legged into, and what is that all about?
Okay, so legging in, I guess for our viewers out there, uh, you know that option strategies can consist of many option trades, right? So, for instance, an iron condor is actually made up of four option trades, right? A straddle or a strangle, two option trades. A covered call, typically a stock and an option trade, right? So these are different trades, and you can do the trades where each leg is done at exactly the same time, or what I teach a lot of my program participants is how to time those different legs to make the strategy more productive, which means higher returns, lower risk. And so we leg in to the position by doing the individual option trades at different times and dates. Now, what Manny's finding out is that our brokers tend to get confused by that. And Manny, this is a very interesting question because it has to do with a lot of how the business of doing trading has changed, especially in the last 20 years, 25 years that I've been part of it, right? Originally, there was a whole industry and there were actual traders. And when people like me, individuals, would want to do trades, we would have to basically go to the broker and tell the broker, who would then communicate to the floor traders what we wanted to do. And the floor traders would then use their expertise to do these different things. And if you remember, you won't remember because, you're 11 and in 5th grade. But for some of our viewers, you might remember a time like just as recent as the 1990s and early 2000s, where when you wanted to do an options trade, you had to pay like $25 commission, right? And so fast forward to today, brokers have had to become quite competitive with each other. And to get different folks involved, one of the things that they've had to do is offer lower commissions. Now, that's been possible a lot because of electronic trading. A lot of these traders that had the expertise have all been let go. I know because a lot of them work here at Trading Trainer as educators now. But back in the day, they were the ones who were receiving your wants and wishes, and then they were using their expertise to execute those different trades. Now, a lot of the platforms have these option trading strategies programmed in, but they're programmed in so that all the legs are done at the same time. And if you do the individual trades and you know what's going on, like you're legging into the positions, the broker who don't no longer has the experience of these expert traders is looking at your trades as individual option trades, not trades related in an overall strategy that you've gone in. The only way they think it's an overall strategy is if you press their button that says Iron Condor and it shoots off all four option trades at once. Right. So it's kind of dumbed down. And the reason why it's dumbed down is so that, they've gotten rid of the expertise so that they can offer us cheaper commissions, right? They didn't want to pay people. We didn't want to pay people, but now it really falls on us to be experts. So a lot of times what winds up happening, like for instance, when we leg into a covered call or leg into a covered put, when things, happen, the broker looks at it as a separate stock trade and a separate options trade. Now, the side of the brokerage that makes sure you're not doing anything wrong, they can analyze your portfolio and determine that yes, your risk is covered. So they say, okay, he's doing some okay stuff because he's got his portfolio, he's got a covering position in his portfolio. But when it comes to unwinding these trades, like for in case you get exercised, right? They don't link those trades together because they weren't done in the same time and they didn't get sent to their dumb market controlled by the electronic trading anymore as a covered call. They got sent to the market in their dumb trading. They lost all the experience of the actual traders on the floor that knew what was going on and can keep track of all the legs of these trades, in their heads or on their pieces of paper. They lost all that experience. And so now the only trades that get executed as your strategy are when you press those buttons. So it gets a little bit more where the responsibility is now on you instead of the broker. You call up your broker's help desk and they've even lost the experience. You have to like delve down into different tiers of support on the phone because the original support person on your phone won't even know what you're talking to. You're smarter now than they are, right? And so you'll say, "Well, I'm legging into the position," and they'll kind of fall back to, "Well, you didn't press the right button to do a covered call." And you're like, "Well, I actually am doing a covered call. I'm just doing it." And you'll short circuit them. You totally will short circuit them. So it's up to you to understand how to unwind the trades because those people on the floor that used to do it for us and knew what was happening, they're gone, right? They got let go a decade or so ago. So, it's now up to us. So, it's worth a call to your broker. There are some brokers out there and you can actually, build these relationships depending on the amount you're trading with the remaining traders on the trade floor and perhaps get them to work with you. They might flag your account for special care or something like that. But more than likely, what you're going to find is, you're going to have to handle these different legs, not just the opening, but the closing of these positions yourself. It's not that much more experience that you need, but you can't trust because after all, you're getting these bargain. A lot of brokers now don't even charge commissions because they've got pay to order, like a Robinhood or something like that. So, you never get something for free. So we're paying like zero in commissions these days, but in return, we have to know what the heck we're doing and be able to unwind our trades ourselves. It's a whole thing. And there's questions, should we have these experts or should we get lower commissions? But you can't have your pie and eat it too, Manny.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking is that's the trade-off, right? We're losing the expertise, but we're gaining the speed and maybe the charting and the reporting. So staying
It's
on
why
top.
we have to, be our own experts. It's why Trading Trainer does so well, Sip. It's because people are coming to us to get, internalize the expertise.